I always do that. I start around with the mic the wrong way and the camera the wrong way. And sorry guys, hang on a second. Let me get you a much better look here.
Of the car that's going.
Of the car that's going to come. Yeah. The car that's coming in to take us out. Anyway, we hope everybody's doing well today. We just finished up our, I say final trip, but it's not actually a final trip. It's a final trip of the first video from Koh Phai.
I think it's probably fair to say it's probably the final trip to the islands around Pattaya, right? We're going to maybe venture out a little bit further for some other islands now, right?
Possibly.
Thinking about it?
Possibly.
We're still talking about you and I, huh?
Yeah, we're thinking about doing some different things and going to some different islands, but the Koh Phai thing should be pretty cool, and I think you guys will enjoy that. It will go on the playlist of islands in Pattaya, and yeah, so we're going to be venturing out and going to other places, wouldn't you say, Richard? I think so.
I mean, and I got to tell you, looking back at the trip today, one of the most enjoyable parts for me was jumping into the ocean. Rockman just anchored and said, let's go swimming. And he's like a little kid at heart. He jumped in, he was the first guy in the ocean. So it was really nice. Swam for about, what, a half an hour or so?
Yeah, those guys swam for about half an hour. I was packing up equipment and doing my normal thing. We shot some video for the Facebook group. Hey Jim, how are you, sir? Shot some video for the Facebook group and some new content for you guys. What's up, Big Steve? Guys, if I don't catch all your comments again today, same thing. We're walking to go eat, and we're trying not to get killed in the process. Nice for you to be here for the first time. Thanks for joining the chat. And we're gonna walk slow and and peacefully, and yeah, Steve caught us 2 days in a row. That's pretty cool, man. We're currently walking down this second road, right?
Second road, yeah.
Currently walking down second road. Hey Dean, headed towards the one and only Smoking Joe's. Good afternoon, Mr. Pete. We're headed towards Smoking Joe's, and we're gonna, you know.
That's soy lanky, right? Is that what they call that?
I don't know. You're way in front of the mic, and they can't hear you anyway.
I think that's soy lanky, right? Smoking Joe's. Is that what you think?
Yeah, yeah. It's on Soy Lakey, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or Diana.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out, guys. Not 100% sure. Hey Chuck, what's up, my brother? Good to see you, man. Some of you guys informed me, by the way, that you weren't getting notifications on live streams, so I just encourage everyone. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Thumbs up for the warm and fuzzies. I want to encourage everyone to make sure you have the bell notification clicked beside the subscribe button on my homepage, and that will give you notifications, or it should give you notifications when these things go out. Also, another good way of, hey Bob, good to see you, man. It's good. I hope you're doing well. That's another good way of making sure you don't miss stuff is to become a member of the Facebook group. Pretty tight-knit group of guys in there, and I think we got a lady or two as well. And you know, we talk a lot about travel stuff, and we motivate each other, try to keep each other informed as to what's going on and that kind of thing. So I got a little bit of sleep last night, Mr. D. It was pretty cool. I got a 2-hour massage after we got in, and I went to bed shortly thereafter, so I thought it was pretty fun, pretty cool, and make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah.
You hit up the Milan massage.
Milan massage. Got to hit up Milan. You know, you guys know how much I love Milan massage, right? So
I think the funny story behind that is I was with you in the bot bus when you were trying to make that reservation to a person that spoke minimal English.
Yeah.
And I was laughing on the inside. Didn't want to frustrate Jeremy, but it was a very hilarious conversation. Jeremy trying to make a, what was it, a 9:15 reservation?
Yeah, 9:15 reservation. Yeah.
That was pretty funny. You're very patient though. I was impressed.
I'm learning patience in Southeast Asia. I tell you what, guys, if you ever want to learn patience, Southeast Asia is a good place to do that. Would you agree, Richard?
definitely is a good place. You got to slow down when you speak, and you got to say things a couple times. And I think you're great, Jeremy, at understanding that you're a guest. So English is not the first language here.
Yeah, it's you really have to understand that you're a guest in this country, and that you know, normal rights don't apply to you. So you're not going to get everything that you want here, that kind of thing. You have to be very careful. Hi, Jeremy at work. Taxi, just got to drive. See you. Okay, David, take care, brother. Do you pay for ring price for everything? For pretty much things. Richard knows a few people. Actually, Richard knows a lot of people, to be honest with you. So he gets to hook up occasionally. Richard also knows some people in high places here in Pattaya. So, which is one reason why I don't too much worry about my safety here. D says, I've just uploaded the video about our meeting in Soi New Plaza. Our meeting in Soi New Plaza.
Get together with Simon. So Soi New Plaza is where Mom is on.
Oh, okay. Did I meet you last night? Because
the gentleman with the hat on that we were talking to sitting down, I think that was Dean. I think that was Dean.
Swasadi?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, let me know, man, because I'm not sure. I met so many people last night. So last night we had we went to a group meeting and met Simon from Land of Smiles, who is a wonderful, wonderful guy, just great guy. Hey, AJ. D says, "Oh my Buddha, so drunk?" Question mark. I don't know what that means. I don't drink, so I'm not sure. He says, "Yes, I was there."
He was so drunk. He got drunk.
Okay. I'd probably have to see your face again to recognize you, but upload the video by all means, and I will check out the video on your channel probably later tonight. I'm actually leaving Pattaya in a few hours, because I have to work on a Sunday. Yay! School teacher proud.
It's all about the kids.
It's all about the kids, man. Hey, Greg. Billy, does it feel like high season? No. Do you think it feels like high season?
It does not. I think it feels more like low season, especially right now.
It's really, really, really dead around here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, it's pretty dead. It's yeah. Seems quiet, empty streets there. It is, man. There's a lot of empty streets. I was kind of shocked at how low the high season was. I mean, not because I've been there before. Yes.
More because you haven't seen an uptick. It's kind of been the same for you.
Yeah, it's just kind of been the same. It hasn't really changed a lot. The only difference is I've noticed that the Thai police are out in force a little bit more.
That is the truth.
You know, what are the local traders and small businesses saying? I think they're saying the same thing. Hey, Randall, how are you, my friend? Yeah, it's a good quiet, man. It really is. Randall said it looks like my type of quiet. I agree.
I mean, I was kind of guessing it was going to be like this when I talked to you, Jeremy, about when I was going to come back. I thought, let's bypass New Year's Eve, only to come back after. I've had the best times 1 week after New Year's, and this just confirms it for me.
Steve West just made a great point. He says exchange rate is greatly impacting tourism.
So what has?
Exchange rate.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would think 100% on that. There's also other factors that I'm just not willing to discuss, but yes, that is one of the main ones. Greg says he's going to bed. Okay, Greg, have a good night, buddy. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. The exchange rate is definitely hurting
I think
tourism.
The uncertainty around immigration, right? So we know a lot about what's going on with immigration, but for the novice, first trip maybe, they probably don't know if they need a visa or not, or what they need to show proof of. So they probably just say, forget it, I'll go somewhere else.
Yep. There's with the immigration going back and forth. You know, it's not really that it's going back and forth. It's just that they're enforcing the laws that they didn't used to, it gets confusing. It gets confusing. Hey, friends, welcome to the stream. See you in a few days, my friend. We're excited. We were talking about you today. Somebody just said something that I need to catch. The one from far away says Thailand is less affordable now. I agree. I mean, You know, the exchange rate is not as good, but you know, it's still cheaper than living in America. That's for sure. And
I will agree with that a little bit. You know, I know that there's been some videos on YouTube done about the facade of the increase of pricing in Thailand, but I gotta tell you, from experience, I've only been coming here a short time, 5 years, but the drink prices for me have increased. Just for a simple bottle of beer, it's a lot more expensive than it was when I first came. I gotta tell you, I was paying 85 baht on Walking Street, now it's 140.
There you go, guys. Beer prices have increased, and we're not trying to discourage anybody from coming by any means.
I mean, the benefit is there's less people here.
Yeah, because actually that was what I was getting ready to say. You know, one of the benefits of it being so low and people not being here is people are not here. So much less traffic to deal with.
You can actually cross the street a little easier.
Yeah, you can cross the street without being worried about you know, getting killed quite as often.
Now, did you feel, Jeremy, when you were coming from the Philippines to Thailand, like you were an expert with street crossing? Because I gotta tell you, it took me a couple weeks to get used to the whole Frogger thing of crossing.
I definitely plan to visit Indonesia. Now, to answer your question, Richard, I think the Philippines taught me how to cross the street. Even in America, I don't think I ever actually learned how to cross the street until I went to the Philippines, because pedestrians have no right of way there at all. Randall says less people. Does this mean you can barter some on vendor and market prices? That's a good question. I hadn't really tried a lot, Randall, to be honest with you. What do you think, Richard?
I've bartered with the street vendors like we're seeing here.
Yeah.
You have to be prepared to walk away, of course. So the second you start walking away, they usually come back and give you a counter offer. But you can absolutely negotiate with the street vendors. Not so sure about the mall stores. Their prices are pretty set because they have things like rent and leases to consider with their pricing.
So we've been successful at a little bit of bartering. How much? What's wrong, man?
You can't go too far.
I don't know. We can always cut back up. I don't think so. We're hoping we're not lost. Richard's pulling out his Google Maps right now. Because we're coming from... We decided this weekend to stay... When Richard's in town, I try to stay wherever he's staying or close to where he's staying, and he's staying near Walking Street this time. So I decided to stay in that range, and we're coming from the Walking Street area headed toward LK, which has Smoking Joe's in it and all that stuff. And very much looking forward to a nice meal at Smoking Joe's, and I think Richard really likes Smoking Joe's.
I love that place.
Let me take a minute to say thank you to everybody who contributes to this channel, both monetarily through Super Chats, PayPal. I want you guys to know the PayPal option is also open for sponsored content. So if there's a video that you want me to make, you can certainly do that via PayPal. Just message me on Facebook Messenger first, and we'll talk about the details. Also, those of you that contribute by watching the video or participating in these live streams, giving me advice, suggestions, corrections, whatever the case may be, I just want to say thank you very much, and I truly appreciate it. Greg says, hit that like button for warm and fuzzies. I agree. and always hit the like button, gives me warm and fuzzies for sure. Billy says, less people, they should be dropping their prices. Brexit says, bless you. Thanks, Brexit. Less people, they should be dropping their prices. What do you think, Richard?
I mean, it would make sense, right? But unfortunately, a lot of things here in general Southeast Asia don't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Should they loosen up a lot of the immigration rules and laws to allow people to come in? Yeah, not my call. Right.
And I don't really see a drop in prices myself. Steve, I know you're counting down the days, and I hope we get together while you're here, man. But really, I don't see prices dropping, do you?
No, not at all.
And yeah, in fact, I see them going up, to be honest with you.
I know your 2-for-1 Coca-Cola special is still on.
I know, right? There's one of these places that we go to, and they let me have 2-for-1 Coke, so it's pretty awesome. Oh, Big Steve says 2 days for me. Good for you, man.
Oh, that's the 48-hour countdown.
48-hour countdown. Friends, low season, they say need money. High season, they say high price season.
Yeah.
That's about right, friends. It's a little bit of a challenge here, you know, and I kind of like it. Greg says, what color shirts are you guys wearing today? Any pink? No pink. I'm wearing my We wore black on the video today, YouTube shirts, just like we did yesterday. And let's see. Billy says, does it feel busier than when you are in the Philippines or otherwise? I don't know, about the same, I guess. Steve says prices were the same in 2005. Oh, that's a long time ago for me. Randall says, okay, the Philippines has a canoe price. That's true. The locals price, that's also true. Is it the same it was in Thailand? Yeah, same. You got a Thai price and you got a flang price, for sure. Thai Life, what is euro to baht rate? Somebody put that in the comments earlier, I believe. So that exchange rate should be in there. And hope you guys find it. There's no way for me to find that exchange rate right now.
What are they asking for?
Because I'm talking to you on my cell phone, euro. Yeah. Thailand don't have a social security system, so try to help the locals as much as they can. Actually, they do, friends. They do have a social security system. I didn't know it until I started working, but they definitely have a social security system. Workers here pay into it, and Greg says 31.75. There's the answer to the exchange rate, but they definitely have a social security system here. It's nothing like America's or any other type of Western setup social security, but there is a social security system in place here, and it's fairly new from what I understand. Have you heard about that?
I haven't. I'm learning something new today.
Yeah, so this is a little cut through that we use, guys. Beef Eaters was back there, which is a great restaurant. If Stephen K watches this video, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Subscriber there. Is Stephen?
Yeah, Stephen. Yeah. It's okay, friends. No worry, buddy. No worries. But I, like I said, I didn't even find that out until I started working. Easter Bunny. Yeah, I mean, it can appear to go up, backwards, sideways, forwards. You know, sometimes some good things can happen, and sometimes some unfortunate things happen when it comes to what benefits us. The thing for us to remember that is so important is that, you know, we don't set the rules and regulations. The Thai government sets the rules and regulations. It's about 90 degrees, Greg. The Thai government sets the rules and regulations, and then it's up to us whether or not we want to abide by them. Humidity is not bad, it's pretty low. But you know, you have to make a decision before you come here. Do you want to abide by the rules, or do you want to just be here and complain? You know, and if you're going to be the person that's going to come here and complain, you're probably coming to the wrong place. No, because you could do that in your home country. That's just, again, this is just my personal opinion, guys.
I think that's a good point you make, because you know, you recently got a motorbike ticket, right? Snow,
yeah.
You could have complained about that, really huffed and puffed, but instead you did the smart thing. Cooler heads prevailed. You went to the police station, you talked to the head honcho there, and you ended up getting your ticket reduced.
Right.
You know, which is something I don't hear really happening. I told a Thai friend of mine that same story, Jeremy, and they said Phalangs never get discounts, never.
I think the work permit and the YouTube channel had something to do with that.
Good job.
I really did. The one guy says regulations here is subject to individual interpretation. It's the same way here. Ewan says, love your chats, Jeremy. Hope to catch up in May. Definitely, man. Fred says, 100% enjoy the experience, good and bad, be happy. Exactly. You take the good with the bad and you learn from it. You know, if it gets to the point where you're just so unhappy, then you can always move. I mean, you know, you can always go to another country. You're in Southeast Asia. There are plenty of places to go.
Particularly in Pattaya, you have all these different little communities like Walking Street, LK Metro, Soi Pukao. So find where you feel most comfortable.
Yeah, you can find there, and then you can also adjust your budget according to, you know, where you want to stay. Is work permit process complicated in Thailand, or the employers takes care of it? It's a little complicated. The employers take care of most of it, but you still have to make the visa run. Well, let me back that up. It depends on the employer, okay? I know some employers that, yeah, you're right, Billy. But some employers will take care of everything for you. But for the most part, you're gonna have to do a lot of legwork. Fran says life is about memories. Do more life. Thank you, Franz. I appreciate that, buddy. Showing them your YouTube videos to get your ticket fine was awesome. Well, that kind of came about. Well, let me finish the non-B thing first. The non-B thing can be very complicated or it can be simple. It depends on your employer. If they leave it mostly up to you, then it's going to be complicated, and you're probably going to need to go through an agency to help you out if it's your first time. Now, what did you say about about the cops? Well, what I did was I showed them my work permit, and I told them I was a teacher and I come here about every weekend, and they talked to me a little bit, and I told them, I said, you know, I have a YouTube channel and I talk a lot about your city. You know, I say some really good things, and I tell the truth about Thailand. And I showed them a few videos, and they were watching, listening, and one guy comes out of the back and he goes, yeah, I see your channel. One of the cops, right? One of the like upper level cops. He's got a thing on his arm. Thanks, Dustin. I'm glad you find it helpful. But he's got like the white patch on his arm, whatever. That means he's some kind of rank, right? And he comes out and he's like, yeah, I watch your YouTube channel. So the chief starts smiling a little bit, you know, and they get to talking. I saw in Thai. I have no idea what they're saying. For all I can know, they might be like, let's like this guy up. You know, I have no idea. But they start talking, and sure enough, Chief looks at me and he says, I reduced your ticket to 200 baht, okay? 200 from 1,000. I said, yes, sir, no problem. Because I wasn't going to argue I wasn't arguing to begin with. I went in there with a very humble attitude, went in there with the right frame of mind, and made sure.
To find out more about, like, so what am I doing wrong here? Because 2 tickets in a couple days, right? Am I not getting something?
It was two tickets in 2 weekends, and I told them, I said, I've never experienced that before.
Most dangerous intersection here, I believe.
This is literally the most dangerous intersection in Pattaya. This is Soi Lanky and Soi Diana, right? Yeah. And you can see why right here. You can see why. You got a guy on a cell phone that's driving on a motorbike. I mean, it's just other traffic coming. You kind of just have to walk and hope that you get across. Walk, yeah. Instead of poking hope, we're walking hope.
Your medical insurance is coming.
I'm pretty sure my new accidental medical insurance policy covers all that. So, Dragon, Indiana. I don't know. Greg says, well, the first ticket was Richard's fault. Yes, it was. Cool, your videos help. Good, man. Hey, Snowbird, checking in from Alaska. Glad you're with us. And that's pretty awesome, man. 7,500 baht a month, including breakfast. What? I don't know what that means. Bobsy, I knew you were going to say that if you're watching. I was waiting to see your comment. It's all good, man. Wore your t-shirt, Do More Life the other day. Awesome, man. Awesome, friends. Bring that with you because we want to get you on stream on video. Yeah, make sure you bring your bathing suit next weekend and bring your tank tops and shirts. We want to get a picture of those for sure. Walk faster. I can't, dude. I'm almost. Bob just said you have ESP. So true.
If you're on reserves, our last meal was probably 5-6 hours ago.
Yeah.
That was a ham and cheese sandwich from 7-Eleven.
Yeah, we had a ham and cheese sandwich from 7-Eleven, and that was at like what time? Like
9:30,
10 o'clock. Yeah, something like that. So right here is Smoking Joe's, guys, and you can see it coming up. So we're gonna end the stream here and go in and get some food. I want to tell you guys I appreciate you very, very, very much for following along.
Great picture.
Check this out. Look at that picture right there.
That, please.
Wow. Great food, man. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Everybody take care.